record. All right. So welcome back to another webinar. Name is Sir Hans Fields. We're going to talk about something very important that's going to make us pretty good money by the end of the fourth quarter. All right. Grab your seats, grab your notes. Let's talk about it. So the topic of today is gold. It's been gold and it will be gold for the rest of the quarter. All right. I know it's a couple pairs that we pay attention to, but gold been paying. And I want to talk about the nuances and things that have been occurring, some of the things that really happened right under our eyes and we ain't peep it until later or after loss. But yeah, we focus now. We locked in. All right. Now, Queen Quell said, I traded gold last night. It was done by 7:30 p.m. Then locked my accounts to not ever do it. I love it to not overdo it. Love that. Love that. The discipline, the catch, everything perfect. I love that. All right. Now, let me tell you guys how I've been noticing gold and their Sunday movements. Now, y'all know typically on Sundays we'll have our webinars. But since like just a few weeks ago, but I mean I've been noticing it for a while, right? Since late August, I would notice actually, yeah. Since late August, I would notice that gold will give the best entries Sunday night, just following up from like a Friday rally. And I'm like, what the heck? Here I am doing the webinar with y'all, thinking we'll have time by the next day, Monday, New York. And then when you wake up, they're already up 400 pips or so. And I'm like, dang, all right, that's something that we have to pay attention to. The second time gold rallies is on Thursday night, midnight to London. Or they will come back after selling in the middle of the week. They will come back and retest the lows of London or the low of the week. So this is how it will happen, right? You'll notice price rallies, pulls back. Let's say they sold on Wednesday, Thursday. Then by Thursday night, around midnight, they'll come and set the floor. And sometimes by Friday, London, they'll retest that floor and then start rallying from there on Friday. And then on Sunday, they'll continue, even if they retrace, and they'll just rally, 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 rally up until sometimes Wednesday or Thursday, they'll sweep the high, pull back in, and then Thursday night, continue. So if you get caught up in one of the retracements, it might not be a good time for it, which is what has happened to me last week. Even though I knew that there could be a retracement, but I didn't expect it to be that crazy of a retracement. The market retraced 1,000 pips on Sunday, and it honestly just swallowed me up. All right. No pause. That's literally what it did. Right. So now, in order to really get good at maintaining your edge, you got to take a couple losses just to see where you fucked up at. Right. Now, some new information will definitely be needed to implement or adjust to, which is why I always say, like, you don't have to backtest years backwards when new information is happening that you have to adjust to. Since September, I've been noticing, since FOMC, I've been noticing that price will buy, take out the highs to make a higher low, but the higher low will be done by 12 a.m. Like you will notice by Thursday, 12 a.m., the market will finally retrace back at the low of the week from a Tuesday or Monday's low. Then up and away it goes. So I was like, damn, how consistent is this? Friday, September 19th, boom, took off. By Sunday, between 9 to 12 a.m., they will set that floor and continue buying up until like a Wednesday. So I'm all right. This happened in September. When price made this higher low here by September 24, notice how it's Wednesday 24, Thursday the 25th, and then they'll set the floor between Thursday's Asia and London on Friday. and then they'll buy. So now, how many of you guys have been caught up in the sell and you're not sure where to buy from here? Or you taking losses and not see where you should have gotten in at until it was too late because you usually don't trade Fridays or you don't trade Sundays, which is what's been really going on. I know it's a couple of y'all. We've had this conversation before. That's what's been going on. So the best entries, the best entries have been Sunday nights and Thursday nights. Does that make sense? Are you guys writing the notes? The best entries for gold lately have been Sunday nights and Friday nights. Well, Thursday nights. Thursday, Thursday Asia / Friday London. Y'all writing your notes? We about to make a bag together.
Can you repeat that again one more time?
Mm. What did you hear me say?
You talk about like the Sunday and the Thursday.
Okay. So the best entries for gold
Okay.
so far for this quarter has been Sunday nights by 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. And let me see. Let me write the best buy entries and make sure I write everything so that way there's no confusion. Thursday nights, 12 a.m. to London. To Friday, London.
Okay, I got it. You said the best entry is Thursday night, 12 p.m. London, and Sunday Asia at 9 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
All right. Everybody else got it?
I'm writing it down too. You said Thursday and Sunday Asia, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a classic entry, Hans, yesterday. I took it. The moment I saw your message, I took it and I
Yeah, I
bagged
know
about
you about
450.
that action. I know you about
450
that action.
pips.
Good job, bro.
I let it slip through the whole night from Asia to London and I closed it right before New York session.
Yeah, bro. That's literally the best entries lately. Everybody done writing? Cause I wanna I know how it was like back in the day where we was taking notes. Uh Live account. My boy Twan is on it, bro. That's why I fucks with you, man. I knew you was about that action. uh ECL liquid charts. Yep, that's the one. That's the one right there. But here's the thing. Okay. So this is why soon as the market opened on Sunday, after Friday's push and retracement, which was pretty ugly. We all saw what happened last week with Trump's it's not even a tweet. He's on Truth Social when he talks about whatever he needs to talk about. So boom, Friday pulled back in. Still was a good entry, but when I took some buys right here, that retracement I didn't see coming. I waited till 10 to get in for Friday buys, and then they pulled back still, and I just closed my positions. But I knew even by Sunday, the market will retest and start rallying. And that's why I was like, yep, I'm getting in the buys. And I'm currently up 840 pips off gold. And let me tell y'all something. This is normal now. Let me tell y'all something else. I know it's a lot of you guys who's like, Hans, well, I don't have a lot of bread, bro. Let me tell you something. Even with the smallest account, you could be up 847 pips off gold with a 0.01. Even with a $500 account, even with a $245 account, which I wanted to test out, I've scaled up to 0.08. So I had 0.01, 0.02, 0.02, 0.02. You could scale in up to 0.03 on a $200 account, $300 account, $500 account. You can scale up to 0.04 on Sundays, because if you do it on Thursday, you might lose your account. And you can still grow your account exponentially. I'm up 142%, floating 350 on this small account that I'm trying to rebuild. You can't tell me what a 0.01 on Sunday, what a small account, you can't start building your actual account. I don't care if you're named Gloria, if you're scared to hold positions. No, a 0.01, $200, $300 that you can afford to risk, $500 that you can afford to risk. You let that thing bake until morning. Open the trades by 9 p.m. Tomorrow, 8:45, you wake up, you should be in great profits. I want y'all to make some good money this Q4. If you don't have a broker, let me know. There's a few that I can give you access to. Liquid is still doing fine. I have a few others now. I made more partnerships. You know how the broker space is. But the point of the matter is, I want y'all to be able to have access to a personal trading account where you can make an extra 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 by the end of the month and actually withdraw every time you make profit. That's how you're going to be able to realize your gains. There's so much unrealized gains conversations. It's really not worth it. It's not worth your time. Okay. So there's a reason why I haven't really been doing live sessions, whatever. Like I'm just trying to catch my own breath. But at the same time, I'm not giving up on y'all. And I like to make sure that when I come back onto a Zoom call, you guys are getting plenty value and we're actually seeing progress and payouts. That's all I care about. Progress and payouts. If that's not happening, it's not worth anybody's time. You guys understand? All right. So now, is it too late to get into a trade today for gold? There's already too many pips going on, right? Now, if there's a retracement by the middle of the week, let's say Thursday, for example, which is something I'm about to talk about as well. Thursday's retracements usually happen like this. And this is the part where honestly, I am so mad I forgot about this one occurrence that usually happens. And what it is one second. This is screen one. I needed to screen two. Okay. What it is the market will do this. gold will come back to Wednesday's highs by 9:30 and then start selling. Honestly, because I missed out on this specific detail is why I was in buys off gold from Wednesday night after they pulled back in. And I'm like, well, I'm going to hold this swing. And then by 9:30, by the time I saw this, it was already, it was already grits for me. But then that's when I remembered, crap. Yeah, gold does like to do a 9:30 reversal sometimes in the middle of the week, which I could have caught this and put my stop loss above the previous day's highs, and I would have made beautiful profits instead of losing all of that profit. Right. So this is why sometimes, even if I lose, I'm like, yo, how can I learn from this and capitalize off of this lesson and new experience? I go back a few weeks prior to see. I'm like, yep, I remember Thursday price retraced in the same manner very harshly on Thursday, but I didn't remember that it happened exactly by 9:30. They came to sweep the highs of Wednesday. October 1st and October 2nd did the same thing. And so literally October 9th, Thursday, went and swept or failure swing the previous day, October 8th, and then it dwindled down back to Tuesday's lows, which is like the low of the week. So these are some details that you want to pay attention to. So that way by Thursday, even if you're holding the swing, you're like, oh yeah. Don't forget that it's 8:45 in the morning on Thursday and you completely forgot about your trade and hindsight took the loss. It's gonna happen to one of y'all. But don't say I didn't tell you, because I lived through it, you know? So by Thursday, get out of your positions. Wait to get back in Thursday night around midnight or Friday, London to New York. All right. So the swing positions are best between Sunday night to Friday and Thursday night / Friday. Let me say that again, because I know I messed up somewhere. The best swing positions happen between Sunday night to Wednesday and Thursday night / Friday morning. Okay? So in the middle of the week, there might be a nasty reversal that you don't want to be a part of. Are you guys hearing me?
Yep.
And the reason why I notice is because we've been seeing it since September. We'll notice price will take out the previous day high. This happened on FOMC when it bought. We didn't understand why, right? It pushed, made it to that previous day high, sold off, and then by Thursday night / see right there, Thursday night, they set the floor September 18th, and then Friday, they set the floor. Now, sometimes you might be in these trades. Greetings, Brody. You might be in these trades and it looks iffy. Just put your stop loss away from Wednesday's low with the most conservative lot size that you can, because right now, you have to be able to give some trades 200 pip stop loss. Like you have to. But then for you to get over the fact that, yo, 200 pip loss, stop loss, damn, that's crazy. Just be conservative with it. Because as you can tell, 0.01s and 0.02s now is what's going to help you to sustain the big movements, the huge pullbacks or whatever. But with the same 0.01, 0.02s, you can catch 900 pips. So which one you want to do? Whoop-de-doo. Which one you want to do? Right? So, and even with larger accounts, man, even with $1.50, $2 scaling up, you might fuck around off 900 pips and make 3 grand, or with $3, that's $2,700. 0.30. Not even kidding. And if you catch entry positions on Sunday and you hold until like for 2 weeks, yo, I got a position since what was it? I think it was Sunday the 5th. I got a position right here still, and it's up 1,900 pips. I yo, that's a 7-day hold, but Sundays are like the best times to stay in these trades if you've already like if you've already opened a very decent position. They typically don't even be coming back to Sundays low, which gives us the opportunity to stay in this trade. Now, last week when price was selling off, bro, I was like, damn, Sunday coming to get me. But I stayed. I'm like, let me see if Thursday's floor is gonna be made by 12 a.m. And then by Friday, they started pushing it back up. I'm like, oh, thank God. So then I moved my stop loss right after Friday's close. I mean, right before Friday's close. By the afternoon, I moved my stop loss. I'm like, all right. Because I know Sunday price might just continue, and that's what it did. All right. So I'm giving you guys all this information, and I know it's like you hear it first, but now you have to apply it and trust the market for what for or just giving it credit. But trust me, guys. After hearing what you just heard, how you feeling?
I'm ready to make this money.
What you mean?
I'm feeling like I'm gonna make a big bag this Q4.
Yeah, this is the position I'm talking about. $1.90 at 39.09, and now it's at 40.93. So I just wish I didn't scale like I did last Thursday, thinking it was just going to stop right here. I would have had more capital to trade with the different accounts, but even the PAM took a nasty loss, bro. So it's been bittersweet, but I do have other operations that I like to put you guys onto, but right now I want y'all to make sure you understand when are the best days to enter the trades off gold. All right. So now let me see if you guys took some notes, because I wasn't here for long. This price action is so crazy with US 30. I'm kind of staying away. I'm not gonna lie to you. But so what did we learn off this webinar? What did we learn? What are the best entries? What days are the best entries for gold?
I can go if that's
Sunday
okay.
nights.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sunday nights and Thursday nights.
Around what time?
Asia session.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
Oh.
London.
London.
All right. What are the usual days of reversal?
Wednesday to
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday
Yeah.
to Thursday.
How will they usually do it?
Wednesday they will go all the way up until New York high and start selling, and
Yeah.
Thursday they retrace back.
Right. By around what time does that usually happen, that reversal?
I might get this wrong one, but I believe New York Thursday.
Yes, around the 9:30 open. Yeah, so be careful. Like on Thursday, soon as like 9:30 for New York, be careful because yo, Bruh, it's like the algorithm, soon as this shit hit 9:30, I mean, in 2020, this used to happen a lot. That's why I used to catch reversals off gold, but I kind of forgot about that. So, but now that I'm seeing that this is what they're doing, I'm like, all right. So yeah, if we're gonna swing these trades, at least be careful. By Thursday, don't add no positions. Or if you're gonna take a counter trade sell, sure, no problem. But just know by Thursday night, midnight, they set in the floor for the low of the week, which is when you can buy again. By between 12 a.m. to 5 a.m., you're gonna notice that price is creating the floor. Just you make sure you put your stop loss outside of that floor. So if it has to be 200 pips, so be it. You just got to put a conservative lot size. Don't try and do too much. Yeah, I know, Hans, but I just knew I was so confident and just put a one lot. All right, B. Hope you got two bands to survive this trade. Here's a better idea. Scale up with 0.05s on a Thursday night. 0.02 and threes. By the time you have 6, 7 positions open, you'll be able to sustain and see a 1,300 pip move that you caught scaling up to $1, not or scaling up to one lot if your account can handle it. I'd just rather you scale up to 1.5, meaning scale up to $1.50, scale up to $2, because by the time this thing is up 1,300 pips or 800 pips, you already up $1,500. Even with the smallest account, you can grow it. And you say, all right, Monday, New York is going to continue buying. Shoot. Monday, Asia is going to continue pumping. So sit back, relax, let 12 to 24 hours slide. Like, let it just go. Go do other things. Go find preoccupations. But by Wednesday, close some partials, close some partials. Know that Thursday might be a reversal. Sometimes Wednesdays too, to be honest. I saw a retracement on Wednesday. So when it's, yeah, there it was right there. But the retracement on Wednesdays don't be that bad. But Thursday, like, bruh, coming back to Tuesday's lows, and I'm like, damn, son, that's a lot. But you get in on Sundays, at least by 9:30 the next morning, you should be up plenty pips. Plenty pips. So we gonna make some money or what? All right. Now, how many of you guys don't have a live account?
I had to step away from work real quick. Yeah, I don't know if my trader rate is still going. I'll double check that and I'll hit you a message about a live account.
Okay, but
But I just wanted to say good, that was some great pointers and stuff. I didn't think of the market like that. I mean, I've been out for a minute, but appreciate you always, my guy.
of course. All right. So, I have a broker that I want to put you guys onto. One of the main reasons why I had this broker off the back is because I wanted to make sure everything was working well. Like I told y'all, just like bank relationships and having multiple credit cards or multiple like bank accounts, you need to have like different options for brokers because like you just never know like what could happen, especially if you want to make multiple withdrawals, you can make it from different accounts. This broker right here has the things that I've been waiting for different brokers that I was in meetings with to do what they haven't done yet. Number one, you know how I love what I've been telling you guys, you know how with Liquid, you can go to account history and you can see like your trade performance, this, that, and the third. Well, this broker, just like how you guys have been using futures prop firms, and then on the back it shows you the days that you made profit and what the profit was there, like the whole calendar. They have that, which I really love. Number two, there's something coming with this broker, which I've been wanting to see for a long time. I've had conversations with so many executives, and they said they would have it. They never did. An actual debit card where it is partnered with Visa, and you'll be able to actually use the transactions to any store, just like a Square card or a Cash App card. You can literally move your profits from your trading account to your wallet and put it on that Visa, and you can use it so you can keep up with your transactions, your business transactions, your trading transactions, to be able to also use that as a statement so it doesn't get mixed up in your other transactions with your other bank accounts. And honestly, I've been waiting for this for such a long time. When I tell you I've had so much conversations around these things, and like till this day, like yo, y'all know I like to keep it real with y'all. Last year or this year, this guy right here, he's one of the people that I usually talk to when it comes to like large operations. And he told me that this was coming, but I haven't spoken to too many people who could see this. But this is an example. And that was just one person that told me this was possible. I remember there was this talk 2 years ago with Liquid Brokers where it was like it was just FX sway markets. They told me that was gonna happen, and it never happened. And I'm like, bro, like what the heck? I come to find out there's some politics behind it, or some it be talks, but they don't have the full license and partnership. Some people just don't have the say so just to launch certain things, or the product providers probably don't want to give it out yet to certain parties or whatever. But I've been hearing about this for a while, and finally, and yes, is trade locking. My screen is small. Hold on, let me share this again. Screen is small. Hold on.
I thought it was only me, Hans, but yes, your screen is small. Your picture's looking twice now. I can see you twice.
Yeah,
Sam, you like the green screen right now.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let me share it again, guys. Sorry. Okay. Were you guys able to see what I showed you about? Let me just do it again. And let me drop the link. I see you guys are saying, which one? Here's the link. It's called Genesis FX. Like when I tell you, it'd be so many damn broker conversations, and it's like not even funny. Sometimes I'm sitting here like, yeah, I don't know about this one, or hey, let me give it 3 months just to see if y'all are still around, or let me see what the conversation be like. And I know nobody be showing you guys this much insight, so please understand the credibility, even if I don't have to be loud on social media. All right. Now, what I was showing you guys is this is what it would look like, because I've seen this before by somebody else who was telling me this was coming out. Imagine being able to pull out your withdrawals from your trading account and it goes straight into a Visa card, a physical Visa card that you can use. Did y'all see the demonstration?
No, because it was so small. I kept trying to make it bigger, and I took snapshots of it.
Don't take no snapshots. This is private.
It seems too good to be true. Like, so you could just go to Foot Locker, buy sneakers with the card?
It's not that it's too good to be true. That's how systems have been done before. Back in the day, people thought a Cash App card, you know how many people told me Cash App been telling them about a card that they could have with the Cash App and they thought it was a scam?
I remember that.
Yeah. It's not difficult just to make a partnership with Visa just to be able to spend your profits on a prepaid card that just goes straight the into having the transactions. Square did the same thing. Square Payments, a couple different projects. Now that I'm thinking about it, think over what other platforms? There's been Robinhood has a card too. Y'all know that, right?
Yep.
Coinbase card.
Coinbase have a card. So it's not,
Tom has a card.
yeah, it's not uncommon. Now, this is, a private prop firm with like real capital that's supposed to emerge, and I've been waiting on these guys. But the point is, I've heard this before, but not too many people have been able to bring it to fruition. And I find out the reasons is politics. But this broker right here is going to launch it out. And they haven't told too many people that because I'm on, I have access. When I'm doing broker partnerships, I want to have really close access to know what I'm getting myself into. You know what I mean? So it's not too good to be true, Quills. Now,
No, I mean it's a good look, of course, but you know what I mean when I'm saying it's too good to be true. Like, I mean, we'll see. I'll definitely, try anything you're telling us about.
yeah, I know what you mean with too good to be true. Um, the regulations are there, and the people that actually are on the operating side of this broker, I know them. Um, one of them, I was surprised. I didn't know he was a part of it. He was with a previous company before, so he's been in the broker management operations side for a while. Like he's one of the smartest guys who have helped structure, the legalities and things like that. And yeah, I have good trust and credibility when it comes to him and a few other people too. I've seen these guys actually choose the right path instead of the wrong ones throughout the broker space. That's one thing that always like stands out. Like I know you could have made money with so and so, but because so and so had like a few ethics issues, they didn't go with so and so. And I'm like, okay, I could give you credit with that. So they have a lot of great things, and the platform is really dope. They also have the ability you actually can make your deposit with different options. As you guys already know, like crypto is always the first, but in the near future, they will also be able to allow credit card payments, debit card payments directly. So these are also good things, we've been asking for that we're taking away. So yeah, this is one of the updates I wanted to give you guys. But the point is having a profitable strategy and being able to withdraw. That's the main thing. All right. So gold is up since Sunday. Positions, gold is up. Bruh. Yeah. Still around 890 pips. Make sure you guys stay locked in, man. Like, don't feel the fear of missing out. Like I said, usually by Thursday, or usually the market will pull back a tad bit, like in the middle of the week. London session, they'll pull back sometimes, and then you can get in. But the best time you want to get in is Sunday or Thursday night. best times to be able to get in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. More questions before I move on to some of the other pairs. All right. So now let me focus on my futures traders. How you guys doing? How's futures been treating you? How was last week? I know this fall was so crazy. I did not trade Friday, but how y'all doing?
That fall had me. Literally, I was up by probably around $1,500, and boom, my Uncle Sam decided to ruin my Friday.
Damn. But you up by two payouts now, right?
Yes, one more payout is in progress right now. I already got one, second one incoming, and I just
Let's
made a
go.
couple more hundred, so I plan to withdraw a couple more throughout the
Hmm.
week.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Good job, good job. And the it's Top Step you're with, right?
No, I'm with Take Profit. I'm also gonna do. I don't have a live account to Hans, so I'm gonna do the gold live account like you suggested. So
Okay, perfect, perfect. Manicus,
What's up, brother?
my brother, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Just getting ready for the week. We talking about gold and we talking about US 30 now. And just trying to see what's up with this week. To be honest, I'm still iffy about the indices. Um, I think investors have a shot of entering positions, but even some of the exchanges was not allowing people to get in.
Yeah, well, I couldn't trade much on my main account because I'm not connected to MetaTrader, as you know.
Yeah,
But I was able to take some trades on Robinhood.
nice.
Yeah, so that was
That nigga
pretty
said,
good.
I'm leaving here with some trade."
I had to. I mean, the dump was obvious.
Yeah,
The the dump was obvious, man. I had to I had to.
mm,
So I couldn't really do much on MT5 because the whole thing. So I just funded I funded quickly on Robinhood and just took something before the week happened. Now I really should have held it.
I know.
I really should have held it, but it's okay. I'm happy with what I did, and I'm not complaining. I'm grateful.
Yes,
So
sir. No, I like that, bro. I like that. Yeah.
it's
I
all
had a
good.
quick talk with so and so. I told him,
Yeah.
yo, hey, yo, respond to Manny. It looks like there's another merger going on with them. But
Okay.
yeah, they're definitely needing I need to get an answer by this evening.
Yeah,
Uh,
I did hear back. I think one of the biggest issues was, I mean, for me, I'm okay. I have other options where I
it's
could
just
go
our friend.
I have some other options where I could try to go make some money, but it's the other people that I brought in that I need to take care of.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
that's the thing. But I got a response back yesterday, and he's taken care of now, so everybody's good.
Okay.
But however, unfortunately, I do think we'll all be moving to Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
You found another home.
Yeah, so Genesis looks pretty good. Everything, everything I had asked for, as soon as I got signed up with them, they answered all of my requests and gave me partnership, gave me my PAM, gave me everything I wanted. So, and on top of that, I have Trade Locker. And I've been looking for Trade Locker for the longest,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I'm good.
Did you mean to say unfortunately Genesis or unfortunately
Oh,
what's his name?
I mean,
Uh,
unfortunately,
JC.
we will believe in JC for Genesis.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you meant to
Yeah,
say.
that's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always say, bro, I got contacts and I can't just have one option.
Facts. Because I still have Ox
Right.
as a backup, and not that they have
NT5.
actual not MT5. Actually, they have fiat deposits and withdrawals now.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had
it
a
just took too
conversation with
long on
Ox
Friday.
2 years ago, but this is how they rubbed me the wrong way. They were supposed to be on it and they did not take care of us. And
But they
so
don't respond to anybody. It's
yes, that was the
crazy.
problem.
They
See,
don't respond.
this was me and Ox back in 2024. They were creating like something around, a structure, a strategy around me and stuff, and then they just never freaking responded, and that just
Yeah,
me the
the
wrong
the
way.
second that was the first thing I tested for Genesis. The first thing I did was after I signed up, I sent a bunch of messages, and then after I did my verification, I got verified within the hour, and I got response on all my messages within the hour. And
Yeah,
every time I'd ask a question with the longest it took, which made sense because I had asked a question after business hours, was the following morning. So the communication was pretty good. So that gave me a bit more confidence to roll with them. Uh, so I mean that's a really big thing because when things go south, one of the things that lost me with JC was it's okay for things to go bad. Just let me know what's good.
yeah, right, exactly.
Don't wait 10 days and then talking about we'll send an email or communication out by Tuesday or Wednesday. Like that's already 10 days.
Yeah,
But yeah, anyway,
yeah,
it's
man.
all good.
So good. Just gotta keep rolling with the punches,
Yes, sir. How are you though?
bro. I'm here. I'm surviving. I'm pushing. It's just that's just what we can do, right? That's what we
Yes,
can do.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, bro. But yeah. So let's continue. Let's continue. Um, GU. I was very interested in GU the past couple of weeks, and every time I try getting in, they would do some crap, and finally, like they'll finally give out the move by Thursday and such. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. As you guys know, if you saw my messages on Telegram when I'm talking about GU, and then after a while, I'm like, bro, this is annoying. What was this? Yeah, October 2nd. And this is also when we were talking about gold's corrections in previous day, uh, leaving here with something. Previous day retests that turn into midweek reversals. All right. So GU definitely was annoying me, to be honest. But the next week after, we started seeing Thursday retracements that play out very well again. Just things just keep repeating. I did see a couple of the other traders, they caught GU sells. I think it was Monday. By Sunday, when I looked at GU on October 6th, October 5th, they were just looking weird. And I didn't peep that prices came to retest Friday's highs. I was actually on the road. But looking at the development of GU, Thursday and Wednesday retests, beautiful 2-day retest opportunities was there. But of course, 2 a.m., 1 a.m. entries. I'm not usually looking at the market at around this time. Now, leading up to this week, I see that Friday's highs just got retested. This is Monday. We got a breaking retest. So I wouldn't be surprised if GU this week is also continuing to the downside. The reason why is all this manipulation going on with Mr. Trump and his son just recently making $190 million, and no one's going to say nothing about it because this is what we're in now. We're in dictator era. He will not be questioned, and the money will be made within the family and the sovereignty of the Trump family on Earth forever.
Just give me a piece, bro.
Yeah, yeah, and he's not the only one, right? So with that being said, I'm looking at the dollar index closely, and we could tell the dollar is actually gaining strength. So they pulling off crazy Houdini moves, which is causing other people to be like, yeah, I see what y'all got going on, but yeah, we're just gonna park our money on gold. And so is the US Treasury. They're doing the same thing. That's why gold keeps pushing everywhere around Earth right now. All the major banks and big corporations, big institutions, they're making sure they parking their money on gold because there's a lot of uncertainty. They don't even know how smooth things are going to transition into like this digital crypto world. So they're backing it with gold. They're making sure they parking their money with gold, which is why it's not uncommon to say that gold will touch 4,200 and 4,500, and by the end of the year we probably gonna see it at 5,000 to 6,000 every week. Now gold has been moving 2,000, 3,000 pips, all right, aka 200 points, like since August um 1st. I remember the first time they took off, they pulled back August 22nd. It was when Jerome Powell spoke. And ever since then, we have gone 780 points. So gold has increased to 23% in value. 23% of value. This is one of the craziest years we've ever seen that. The last time we seen a rally like that was 1979 gold rally. Gold prices highest in 2025 since 1979. What's behind the rally and what to expect? All right. So no, thank you. And that's what I was about to say. Gold has climbed over 54% this year. This year, because since January, oh, don't slow down on me, computer. Come on, man. Come on. Let me close out some. Come on now. Come on. What you doing to me? All right. Okay. So when you pull out this fib, I mean, not the fib, when you pull out the measuring tool since January, let me compress this chart real quick. What's up with this thing, man? January price was at 26.25, January 7th. And we are now 278 days into this year. And it has gone 56%. Is went up 1,400, damn near 1,500 points since January. That's insane. 1,100 gold bars to the upside. All right, so that's what's been going on with gold, man. And the reason being, when they were saying gold could touch 5K by the end of the year, is because of all this uncertainty talk that a lot of investors and economists already knew off the back end, but we just didn't know how bad it was because we also thought that with this new presidency, there would be a lot of great progress, but we didn't know at what cost. So, investors, who are the investors in gold? Well, the Federal Reserve is one of them. And let me tell y'all something. One of the treasurers of I think it's the federal, the treasuring. Hold on, let me look it up. Now, this right here is what got me. I was watching this very informative video on YouTube, and then when he said that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Scott Bessent. Scott Bessent, who is the U.S. Treasury. Hold on, let me see. Scott Bessent. He said, I think we are in a long-term bull market and long. It's my biggest position. Do you know who Scott Bessent is, guys? I know I'm about to tell you. He is the United States Secretary of the Treasury, literally the bag keeper of the United States. He said his biggest position is on gold because gold ain't never had not never. In the last 100 years, gold probably had one bad year, averaging around 20-30% returns. So, and then he's talking about the government shutdown is hitting the economy and all of that. But yeah, when it comes to trading, this brother Scott Bessent says my biggest positions, my largest percentage in my portfolio comes from gold. All right. So if he's saying that, then clearly gold is nothing to play with. Now, since 1979, this was the last time we seen a gold rally this crazy. And honestly, it's good for traders, but it tells you that this economy is heading somewhere that we haven't seen in a long time. We'll just leave it at that. So this is why, like, you can see that traditionally investors, they seek gold as a safe haven during times of economic instability and high inflation. And here's the thing, inflation has not really cooled down, and it's a very interesting topic because even if we do decrease interest rates, the guys who already had way too much money from when interest rates was dropped down to zero, every time interest rates go down just a bit more, they just gonna borrow more or they just gonna refinance more, which is once again going to bring inflation back up to levels that we don't want to see. That's why when everybody keeps talking crazy about Jerome Powell, it's like he's not part of the problem. There are bigger forces at play. All right. So it's a very interesting time that we're living in. But yeah, this is the last time. The last time gold had a crazy year like this, it was 1979. I almost said none of us was alive, but I'm looking at the list here, and I know brother Daniel Watson is still here.
Stop.
Do you remember when gold rally, bro?
That was the year I graduated from high school.
Good Lord. Quell's talking about she was alive too. Somewhere in somebody's sack. Yeah. We was all alive but swimming. We were swimming. That's where we were. All right. So this is a very, very interesting year. And if you are a trader right now, it's why I'm emphasizing that. We don't want to say back in my day, gold prices went up, and without saying in the same breath that, but I made some money out of it. I was a trader then, and I remember this good brother named Hans. Man, he was breaking down gold, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. I ain't make too much now, but I made something. That's what your grandkids need to hear 30 years from today, 20 years, 10 years from today. I want us to be a part of history, not just having seen history. You know, who grandma is this? Whoever grandma that is, I hope there's a lot of clapping back there. What's all that movement back there? Okay. So that's the point of this webinar, guys. I don't have too much else to say. I do know that because the dollar is going back up, you'll see Euro USD, GBP USD also going back down off this lower high. But don't expect gold to be doing the same thing because gold is now buying, and it's been buying because of different reasons. That's why sometimes, like I remember one time Gloria is like, wait, isn't gold supposed to sell when the dollar is buying? Or I think Alice asked this question too. Gold has a different agenda depending on the season. All right. It's everybody's backup. It's every central bank's backup bunker. Like it's like if the world is shutting down, a little cave that everybody would escape to is Gold's cave. All right. Everybody who's a central banker is like the mafia. They invest in everything. They manipulate everything. But one thing they know is if one of them messes up, they'll just go put their money in the safe haven, which is gold. All right. So that's why you don't need to be out here looking at the dollar index to determine what gold is about to do because we're not in that era. If you're looking to know where gold is going, don't depend on the dollar index. All right. That's what a lot of people are probably having trouble with right now because they're watching gold in unprecedented times. For the past several years, they probably used to have to rely on the dollar index just to make their decision with trading gold. And now it's like it's messing up with their edge and they don't quite fully grasp or they haven't picked up on the fact that Thursday nights, 12 a.m., Friday morning, London is where the market has stopped selling off and creating the floor for them to buy from. So they're either having problems holding positions or exiting the right way or catching a big chunk of their profits being eaten away by those midweek reversals and not knowing exactly when to get back in. And another problem is most traders used to hate or avoid trading Sundays, and now Sundays are the best times to get in for buys. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's why a lot of traders are losing right now. That's just one of them, right? One of the few reasons why traders are not really rocking with gold or having a hard time trying to decipher when to get in, when to exit. And I just gave you guys the full spill. All right. So please let me know you about to really take advantage of this information because talking for an hour is not fun. But seeing you guys benefit off of these webinars and the times that we're living in with crazy market conditions, that's what really makes us a select few out of this generation. Okay. So that's all I have for today. Anybody got any questions or statements, pairs that they paying attention to besides gold and the indices?
Yeah, you didn't really touch too much. I know you say you don't have much to say about the indices.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the way price kind of started right here, I'm gonna need a few more days to see where we go from here. Are we gonna keep selling? I don't think so. When the market dipped like that back in April, it bounced right back. And it looked weird. But when price retested Monday's low on Tuesday in April after they dipped, then I can have an idea what we're about to do next because of the 2-day retest strategy. So that's why like Monday looks a little odd right now to me. And I honestly think they're probably not going to go down this low. This is reminding me of like when oil had dropped crazy in April 2020. And then I was waiting for it to come down here and it just never did. It just started from here because that's where most liquidity providers and market makers are allowing the rest of us to get filled at. Damn. 5 years later, I finally get it. Fuck. That shit just fucked me up.
Going back to what you were saying about the manipulation that's going on right now, at least I know that on 30, after that dump, historically over the last, I'd say, few years, they will immediately try to start rebounding. So it would not surprise me at all if this weekends are being bullish, especially if you look at the bullish profile on the weekly, and you just look at the profile already, just how this started today.
Yep. I had to go back in time real quick. Is SB still here? SB, do you remember when we were trying to trade oil buys? Probably at work or something. But
Yo, what happened?
you remember when we tried to trade oil buys back in 2020?
Shoot.
And then Elderson held those buys and we didn't?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that would trigger your memory. And remember, we were waiting for price to come back and fill $6, and it never did.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
today is the day we understand, sir.
Look.
It's because retail got filled right here, and everybody else who's a market maker or private equity got filled right here. There's no reason why they would have came back to retest right here.
Bro, I haven't looked at oil in so long.
Yeah, that's the last time we traded. Damn. Wow. The more you know, things will connect. Even the losses you take, you gonna remember. You gonna remember. Good Lord, bro. Wow.
I remember that
Anywho,
little guy. He made a bag off that jump.
yeah, he did, but did he withdraw?
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay,
For sure.
good. Yeah. So, Quells, I hope that answers your question. I think throughout the week or even by 2 p.m. we'll be able to tell. But if you get in buys and you put the stop loss below the lows, you could still take an attempt. You just never know what Trump might say on Truth Social, and then this thing starts to rally. He already said something about, oh yeah, me and China, we good. No, we good. The beef is done. And I'm like, the fuck, bro?
It's a holiday today, Hans.
Ah, the holidays don't mean nothing these days, man. I hate
No,
when I
no,
check in.
no, but I think it's
Anything
really
is
gonna
good.
be slow today. I think it's
Yeah,
really
yeah, you're right. Like it probably be low volume, and then by Asia it starts pumping. But I hate when I be out here like, oh, it's a holiday. I'm gonna just chill, jaunt, move 300 points. I'm like, yo, y'all don't respect no holidays. What's going? You're right though. You're right. Columbus Day, I think they observed that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I treat holidays like a regular day. I just proceed with caution.
Right. I
And I also
remember.
think, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I remember last year. I was like, oh, it's 9/11. I'm sure about, Americans and institutions going to respect that day and remember the fallen and, keep the market calm. Bruh, that joint was pushing. I'm like, okay, well, I guess not. Rough.
Exactly. No, I was gonna say same thing you just said about how usually we didn't trade on Sundays anymore. Now we are. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with the holidays. We
Yeah.
didn't trade on the holidays anymore. Now we need to be a little smarter and look at these entries now as well.
Yeah. They're outsmarting us by and then here's the reason why, too. And this is all just downloadable information that I'm like connecting the dots with. It's less and less people actually trading these institutions. It's algos. So there's a portion of their portfolios with these big corporations and hedge funds that are algo based entries triggered by words. That's why it's so hypersensitive. That man Trump says tariffs, all of a sudden you see the market dumping. You hear drone strike, boom, gold is going crazy within split seconds, and you're like, God damn, like who's pushing these buttons? Algos. That's why I posted on Threads. I'm like, yo, if you are a trader right now and you've been trading these last year or two, give yourself some credit because you are going against a machine that's automated completely and it's connected to the internet's feeds, especially guys like Trump. When you hear when the trigger word happens, boom. Algo already deploys positions. That's why it's so sensitive these days. But boom, September 11th this year, market took off. I'm like, oh wow, okay. So you guys paid back the people by just rallying the market. Got it. Won't be missing no September 11 out of respect no more. My bad.
And let's not remember, as traders, you are on the front lines. So you see the moves, you see the changes. We need to be able to adapt as well too. So let's not just be pigeonholed in our old ways. Like Hans just said about the Sunday again. I know I'm repeating it, but we just gotta be able to pivot and just see what they're doing and implement as well too, you know?
True that. Look at that, guys. September 11, 2024. Sold, bought, never looked back. So yeah, we definitely in some weird times. Just gotta be careful, what risk we take. Like I wouldn't be going aggressive on a September 11, or today's Columbus Day. So you don't have to go aggressive trying to catch a scalp so hard that we lose the account and sitting out for the whole week. There are different days coming. So that's just what Quells is emphasizing. And it's just decisions like that are better to make. Better to make. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said I was done since yesterday because I was like, oh, I'm not dealing with this tomorrow. I already know what time it is.
Mm-hmm. The best thing you've been doing for yourself is making executive decisions like these, Quells. That's
Yeah.
the difference between you this year and you any years before that.
Right.
And that decision alone has made you more profitable as a trader.
Right.
The irony. It be them decisions. Chase those decisions, guys. De jure. Chase those decisions. Daniel, make those executive decisions. Yes, you can if you take $250 to $2,000, what's stopping you from taking out 1K? You can make more with $1,500 remaining now. You did the impossible with 200. You that guy. But do it smarter. Pay yourself. All right. So that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my return.
Always.
Yep.
Thanks, Hans, for coming on.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's look out for tomorrow for indices to give us more of a confirmation. Let's just see how price is reacting from here. And I think by Asia, we'll probably see more continuation out of like a pair like GU. I didn't get to look at fundamentals for real. Like, what type of week are we having? I think we probably got Oh, that's another thing. Because of the government shutdown, still, core CPI was not had. Like, NFP was not had, but the market still moved for the gold though. So that's still going on. Government still shut down. These kids still haven't come up with a decision regarding the economy. So, but it's funny. Trump is like, okay, it's a government shutdown, no problem. I still have my fingers. And I still got the world wrapped around those fingers. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
All right, Hans. Thanks, bro.
You too, Hans. Good
Mhm.
day.
You too, Bossman.
Bye.
All right.